You're giving me that one. Bye 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 bye. Boom. So in today's video, I want to answer the top 5 questions I often get asked. I want to keep today's video as simple as possible. Number 1. What are you doing over there in China? So I'm an English teacher at the moment. I teach in a training school. I teach kids from the age of 3 all the way up to 18. I do that every day. So I go into work and I have around 5 classes, an hour each. Number 2, can you speak Chinese? No, not really. Can I speak it? Can I understand it? Can I read it? And can I write it? I can't write it. There's only a few words that I can read. Understanding it from other people is hard. I can speak a little bit. So it's easier to ask the questions than to answer them because they could use different words that I haven't learned. So when I go down to the shop, I can just talk, no problem. But when that man was asking me questions when I was playing the hurling, I could only understand half of what he was saying. I was studying Chinese for a bit, but my Chinese teacher had to go back to her hometown, so currently I don't have any teachers at the moment. Number 3, what's the food like? So Chengdu is in Sichuan, and Sichuan is mostly famous for its hot food. And in the last year I've started to love the hot spicy food. So much so that when I'm in Ireland, I cannot wait to get back here to have some hot pot. Food will be served all in the middle, and you would have a small bowl of rice and you would pick what you want. A word commonly used for this situation would be called Zhou Da Wan, meaning 9 big bowls. Yes, there are some weird looking foods, but all it takes is for you to get used to it. Number 4, what's the biggest thing you miss about Ireland? I miss everything about home. But at the same time, this is sort of my home too. I'm always excited to fly back to Ireland. But at the end of the trip, I'm always excited to come back here. It just feels like I'm living on a holiday constantly. But your old friends, family, you miss them. And the time zones don't help. As you can see, that game last night started from 3 AM and ended at 7 AM. So you just have to do what you gotta do. And often you would get homesick. But I have a lot of things here that helps with my homesickness. I always have Kerrygold butter in the fridge. I can get Guinness easily here. I have RT on my TV. We celebrate St. Patrick's Day here. And you just look back at old photographs and you should be fine. But homesickness does hit you after a year. Last one, number 5. Are you ever gonna come home? I don't know the answer to that one. I'd like to think I would at some stage, but in my first month here in China, I thought I'd only stay here for a year, and I'm nearly at the 3rd year now. And as a foreigner living in China, some things can be quite difficult, and visas aren't an easy task to do, so I'll just see what happens.